Hi Leo, welcome to your reading for September 2024. So before anything else, I'm going to tell you the pre-reading meditation I did because it came in so fast and so intensely. I don't want to forget it. Yeah, it was quite intense. And this may only be for one person, but I'll tell you what I saw. So I saw I guess a man, but it's somebody that looks very, very young. Even if it's an adult, they look really young for their age. This person had red hair, so red ginger hair. I saw freckles, someone with glasses, possibly black rims. The eyes, it's hard to see whether it was blue or green, or it may be bluish greeny colored eyes. I feel like the person was slim and around about 5'5" tall. The person reminded me of a man. Well, I don't know who I don't know this person now, but when I went to school there was a kid called Stuart. I can't remember his surname, but Stuart, so I don't know if the name Stuart's relevant for anyone, but it reminded me of this kid. I'm not sure if that kid was ginger. He may have been very, very like light, like it's when it's really light ginger. I can't remember, but I know his name was Stuart, and the person reminded me of that person in a way. The name Paul also came through. I got something, the image of a red car. So, like, and I'm not good with car brands, I'll be honest, so I can't tell you what it was, but it's like, it could be either a sporty red car or like those high end red cars. Where I don't know the name, I literally don't know cars very well. And then I saw like a cast on a leg, so like a broken leg. So it may be a bit of a warning for someone if someone has a red car, or if you know someone with a red car, to be careful when driving. But I saw a broken leg, and then I saw someone like in the home, this person with the red hair, I feel like it was them, with the cast, at home, like sort of struggling to get about and stuff, and it felt like they needed help. So I'm not certain what the help is that this person needs. I'm not sure whether it's someone that's already passed or if it's someone that's alive and they've had an accident or something and they need help in terms of physical help, like getting around with the leg, or I'm not sure, but that's what I got. That was really intense, and I felt like it felt like someone was having a panic attack. So I don't know if it was that person with the red hair having a panic attack, that they need help to do things and they're struggling and they're panicking, or if it's someone else around them. But that's what I got, and I had to get that out because it was just really quick, and I think that's everything that I got. Yeah. Right, so moving on from that, I can still feel that energy of it, because I've literally had I've probably twice in my life I've had minor panic attacks, but probably three actually. I've probably had three major panic attacks that I remember very specifically. And I know for at least two of them, I was literally crying hysterically, which is not something I typically do, but I was literally crying hysterically. And it does, I mean, I've never had a heart attack to my knowledge, but I get where they say it feels like you're having a heart attack because it's like you can't breathe, and it was horrible. It was really, really horrible. And it's not just the physical feeling, it's the emotions as well. It's just feeling completely out of control. And it's like, how do I stop this feeling, this emotional feeling as well? Horrible. But yeah, it's like panic attack energy, or anxiety attack, however you want to put it, but it's horrible. So I'm still trying to come down from that. But other than that, how are you, Leo? How has your August been? How did you cope with Mercury retrograde? We had Mercury retrograde for most of August. I am fortunate. I didn't really have anything major happen for me. I had a few technical glitches. Other than that, nothing much. I've had other stories from people I know who've spoken about arguments, disagreements with others. Had one person have someone come back from the past that they knew that they haven't had contact with for probably nearly a couple of decades. People have told me stories of constant technical glitches. So they were very relieved when I spoke to them yesterday and said that Mercury goes direct. Well, it would be yesterday. I'm recording this the day. Hang on, is it? Yeah, I'm recording this the day after Mercury's gone direct. Although we do have a shadow period. I'm not sure how long the shadow period is, but yeah. Yeah, so how did you get on? Other than that, let's get on with your reading. So these are I'm still trying to come off that panic attack. I can still feel it. So yeah, I'm a bit shaky with that. These are the decks I'm going to be using for the reading. We're starting off with a message from Witch's Wisdom. I'm sitting a mile away from my table. I'm not sure why. So let's get a bit closer. And let's get your message from the Witch's Wisdom deck first of all. I need to shuffle this under here and I'm very far away for some strange reason. So what do we need to know for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising for September 2024? You have got 3, Leo, and I am going to take them. And if you just bear with me, I feel like my camera's a bit wonky, so I'm just going to pause and fix it. I think that's a bit better, Leo. I feel like I need a minute to breathe, to be honest, but should be fine. So you've got a lot. You've got Watchtower of the North, Winter. So I can't remember who else got this, but someone else did. So I'll put that there. You also have Candles, Magic. I'll fix them in a minute. And you have Chalice, Fulfillment. So let's put those here. And hopefully you can see them because I know the screen just kept on going blurry yesterday. Can't remember whose reading I did, but it just would not go clear. So that should be okay. Right, we're going to get the book. I'm going to get some of the meanings. Actually, I'll do the tarot cards first and then I will look in the book. So what else do we need to know for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising for September 2024, please? Right, you've got the Queen of Pentacles and Ace of Wands first of all. What else? Three of Wands. Have you been manifesting by any chance, Leo, or trying to manifest something? Because with that Magic Fulfillment card and the Ace of Wands, that kind of looks like doing something. Right, a couple more. That's too many. I will keep the Queen of Swords because she fell out. I just want one more. And we will keep these 5 of Cups and 7 of Wands. We'll keep those together. Right, I hope that's clear for you. So let's look at the Oracle cards. I'm hearing Stuart again. So not sure who that's relevant for. So Watchtower of the North. I'll just read the basic part of the message. If I can find it. So it says, calling upon the guardians and gatekeepers of the North. The season of winter brings you its gifts, steeped in magic and mystery as it works in conjunction with the element of earth. Interesting. Magic wand, earthy, Queen of Pentacles. By visiting the watchtowers of the North, you are being called to go deep within, to rest and recharge whilst earth nurtures and restores you. The North will assist you with all aspects of home life, security and the nurturing that you require. Connect with the crone aspect of the triple goddess as you journey with the god in elder form inwards and face that which you have ignored for too long. Allow winter to freeze out any unwanted behaviours, situations or addictions you have been holding on to, stripping you bare within the dark chambers of winter's tomb. The colour black represents the element of earth and should be used in accordance with your magical workings at the time of midnight. Winter shares its wisdom in association with the card that flanks this one. So the foresight says, you're going through a dark night of the soul, surrender and release. Persist, the rewards will be life-changing. You are metamorphosing. Rest and rejuvenate. The ancestors are connecting with you. Invoke your dark side with harm to none. And then we have the Candle card. So it says, your desire to work as a magical practitioner is acknowledged as candles illuminate the path of the wise for you. The spark of inner wisdom, that would be the High Priestess, wisdom, calls you to invoke the divine, for true magic begins with your desire to make something happen. Time for a little candle magic. As you gaze into the source sacred flame, I don't know why I said source, sacred flame, you are reminded of your true connection to the source, for your soul spark is immortal. Never doubt your abilities of focus, willpower, and visualization, for in doing so you are disregarding the powers of the world that live beyond that which is seen. Remember, all is magic and illusion. This sacred act of candle magic has been with you since your very first birthday. As you blew out the flickering flame before you... Sorry, I'm getting something coming while I'm trying to talk, so it's distracting me. As you blew out the flickering flame before you and made a wish, you worked with the 3 principles of magic that make dreams come true. Belief in your tools as well as yourself is key as you keep in mind the threefold law when performing any magic ritual. The foresight says this is a magical time for you. You're manifesting. Oh, I did say, is someone manifesting? Your manifesting abilities are strong. Keep your thoughts and focus positive. Use candles at home, at bath time, and in sacred ceremony. Study candle colors for healing and magical purposes. Keep shining brightly. Yeah, when I was reading that and it said about the first birthday, that Ace of Wands came to mind, and I was thinking the phrase "start back at one." Like this, there's a song called, I think it's "Start Back at One" by Brian McKnight, but just the phrase in itself, "start back at one," I don't know what that means, but that came in, and my head feels very, very heavy at the minute. That's why I'm sort of distracted and struggling to speak. So I don't know if that's relevant for you, but my head just feels tense and pressure. Like just there's a lot going on. And I've meditated and cleared my head before the reading, so like I didn't feel that way before I started it, and it's just, yeah. Right, so the fulfillment card. So as I said, it mentions the manifesting, but let's see what else comes in. So the fulfillment card, it's chalice, isn't it? It says you have a deep thirst to connect with the magic of the old ways. I think there's a part in this winter card as well that speaks of the old ways too. I didn't read that part. I didn't focus on that part, but I think it's mentioned there too. And the High Priestess again. You have a deep thirst to connect with the magic of the old ways. The overflowing desire to remember and awaken runs through your veins and speaks to your very soul. Your quest has led you to scour the pages of books in order to learn of ritual spells, properties of herbs, and the traditional ways of yesteryear. The idea of covens to be initiated into the power of a group of like-hearted others stirs your interest. And yet your natural solitary side encourages you to step away from the views and opinions of others to take your own path towards that which you seek. Drink from the chalice that stands before you, for your search is almost over. Instead of seeking all that you require elsewhere, chalice shows you that the fulfillment you seek is and has always been inside you. You are the one true vessel that is waiting to be filled. Now drink. And the witch's foresight says, your search is a form of procrastination. Well, she's in reverse, isn't she, the High Priestess? Be open to spirit and follow your intuition. You're nearly there, don't quit. Something that has been missing will turn up. You will receive an unexpected visitor. Work with the element of water. Check in with your emotions. Drink more. Leo, my head is, feels like it's going to explode right now. So let's have an overview of the cards. So I still think manifesting is a thing. Obviously, it's been mentioned here. You've got a magic wand there and the Queen of Pentacles. Well, there was something in the Libra reading about a magic wand. But anyway, you've got a magic wand there that looks like a magic wand, and the Queen of Pentacles. It's almost like making something become a physical reality. 3 of Wands for me can be a card of setting intentions, and obviously it can be about your ships coming in, that kind of thing. So that manifestation theme as well. With the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords, it's almost a feeling that maybe you felt something was missing, like you didn't know something that you needed to know to make something a reality. But with her showing up, it's possible that that information comes in September. And with the 5 of Cups, so this is just an overview, the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Wands there, it looks like it's fighting through the challenges, whatever the challenges are. So the challenges, it can be, well, I'll straight away say it can be to do with relationships, whether it is romantic or just friendships, family, etc. It can be battling through the challenges with that, but it's a strong energy here with that 7 of Wands. This is a really strong 7 of Wands that can take on anything. And obviously she's holding her, I guess it's a staff there. He's holding that wand there, and it's a powerful statement of being able to overcome things. It could be overcoming grief, a broken heart, disappointments, anything, but it's like manifesting something new to overcome, overcoming challenges to manifest something new. And with that Watchtower of the North Winter card, it's like a bit of an incubation phase. Let me just go back in the book 1 second to just check. It's like, I feel like I want to say preparation, but it's after preparation. It's like the phase, I guess it's where you've started something, and it's kind of that waiting period. So yeah, I'm getting that concept of like fertilization, where you wait, where the egg's been fertilized and you're waiting for the egg to develop and grow. If the not the high priestess, the Empress, that's it, that's the one, the Empress. If the Empress shows up, yeah, it's giving that kind of vibe with that Winter card being there, because it looks like intentions have been set and efforts been made, and it's just a case of waiting for it to come to fruition, possibly, and deal with the challenges. But let's get clarifying on this, and see what comes up. So first of all, let's look at the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, please. What do we need to know about those? Well, that's a bit of a limbo phase, isn't it? And it's also that connection to, you know, where I said it feels like maybe something's missing, like you don't have all of the information that you need, or something to that effect. That would be that. It's that taking the time to consider and assess. Look, she's on the bottom. The Queen of Swords is there again. Anything else for that? It's nurturing. I mean, look at that Queen of Pentacles. She's like nurturing the pentacle. And it probably has the potential to grow as well, because it's being nurtured. Bear with me one moment. You might be nurturing yourself, actually. We've got the Five of Pentacles on the floor. So again, going back to that Winter card, it might be a period where you are self-nurturing, where you're contemplating things, figuring out your next move, that kind of thing, even if you have started something already. Anything else, please? The Ace of Wands is back. And that looks like that candle, it almost gives the candle vibe, that start back at one energy. It can even be that you've already started something, and you know, like when they say one step forward, two steps back, something like that, where you're having to go back to recalibrate or something to that effect. So Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. It's not quick. It's not a quick energy. It's an energy of taking your time with something, by the looks of it. So with that Knight of Pentacles there, it's making me think of carefully considering your next step. Or if you've had to go back a step and start again, or reconsider the first step, something to that effect. So Six of Pentacles. What can I get one for the Six of Pentacles, please? We've got the Five of Cups again. It's there twice, and the Ace of Swords. It's like a feeling of needing to make sense of something that happened here. So whether it is a disappointment, the breakdown of a relationship, something like that. You might be wondering how to make something more balanced, or how to get equal give and take, or why there wasn't equal give and take with something. Could be thinking about how to avoid disappointment this time. Let's move these out of the way and do some of the other ones and see how much more info we can get out of this. Get clearer on everything. So Three of Wands. What else do we need to know here? What do we need to know with that Three of Wands? Okay, this is giving me that start back at one feeling, because the 10 is where it's ended, and what happens when you get a 10, you go back to the 1, don't you? So you start back at 1. So that can be like setting new intentions. I mean, you've got the star there. It's the hope for a new beginning. It's where you would express your wishes, your desires, your hopes, your dreams. So it is that literally feels like starting back at one. This is past energy, what I'd consider to be past energy, by the way. So setting new intentions after an ending. You've got the new Knight of Wands, which can be going in a new direction, on a new adventure. You have the Page of Cups, the world, that's new and new again, new start. And then you've got this Three of Pentacles, which can be a collaborative energy, with literally collaborative with people, but it can also be bringing things together to make something work. I think I've given this example before, like if you wanted to start a new business for yourself, there's a bunch of different things you need to bring it together. You need the idea, you need the location, you need to know who you're going to work with, you need the finances, putting everything together for a new start. So Three of Wands overall as a past energy, it's setting brand new intentions, like going off into a new adventure. Is there anything specific? Could be relationship related for someone, possibly. Wanting to set intentions to have a new relationship, or to start dating again, or something like that. Could be work related, with the Three of Pentacles being there. Could be just your day-to-day life that you wanting to change things and start anew. Let's look at the High Priestess, because as I say, that to me looks like there may be... So this is a challenge. Yeah, I feel like there's some info missing, or you feel like you don't know something that you need to know. Or it can just be that you're not trusting your intuition, because that would make you feel like you don't know something even though it's within you. So why is the High Priestess there, please? Three of Cups in reverse. Support may be missing. You've got Temperance. Queen of Cups. It may be emotional support for someone. Someone may feel like they're not emotionally supported in a situation. So again, if it was a relationship, it could be that you past experiences or past relationship that you weren't emotionally supported by your partner. I mean, the Five of Swords can be argumentative, it can be manipulative, it can be a defeatist type energy. I'm getting the idea of, or the thought of, like when you if you were with someone where you argued and it was just that the arguments were always, the word one-sided is coming to mind for a start, or it's just there's never any resolution. Sometimes you can argue, you can have disagreements and arguments with people, and it's almost like you have to think to yourself, do you even want to resolve this, or do you just like arguing for the hell of it, or you just want to be right all the time? It's giving that kind of vibe where someone might always want to be right, because the Queen of Cups can be compassionate, and then you've got that next to it, which is a lack of compassion, to be honest. Let's get one more. Ten of Wands. Yep, it would be a burden, wouldn't it? It's like carrying all the weight, like carrying the whole relationship on your back, if it's a relationship or whatever the situation is. It could be with friends as well, with that Three of Cups. What you'll know, whatever it is that you're trying to create and manifest here. But it feels like, it really feels more like support than anything else is lacking here, where you may even be, as a challenge, you may even be considering, well, where can I get support from? And again, because it's the High Priestess, you may already know, like deep down inside, how to resolve that issue of lack of support. It may be that you're the only one that can support yourself, to be honest. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles, I would say she is quite self-sufficient, actually. So that's the thought. I mean, not to say that we don't want or deserve support, but sometimes we do have to be self-sufficient, don't we? But yeah, that could be part of the answer for you. Or the question is, who are you going to for support? Are you going to people who are compassionate, or are you trying to get support from someone who self-absorbed, selfish, has a lack of compassion in general? I'm trying to see if it's literal knowledge that is missing. It's not coming here. It's not showing through the cards that it's knowledge that's missing. It could be, but it's not showing it. If it is knowledge, it can be, I think I've kind of already suggested it anyway, in terms of knowing who you can trust, with that Five of Swords being there. Let's have a look at the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, okay, is external influences, any external factors that are impacting the situation. Queen of Swords is great. However, in the shadow side of that could be that Five of Swords. Let's see what cards come out, because if it's the shadow side, it would be Five of Swords energy. In her like higher vibrational energy, she is actually very supportive, and gives good advice. Let's see. Queen of Swords. If the cards will come out. Queen of Swords, please. What do we need to know about the Queen of Swords as an external influence? Anything? Oh wow, that's quite a few, isn't it? So we've got the Chariot, Seven of Wands, King of Pentacles, the Sun. Okay, so it looks like it's the more positive, could be the more positive version. Okay, I'm getting two ends of the spectrum with this Queen of Swords now. I will say the first, if this Queen of Swords represents someone in your life, it could represent someone in your life who is blocking your progression. That's one way of looking at it. It's because we've got the Seven of Wands and the Chariot together. That feels like a bit of a blockage to movement. And the Five of Cups, for some, it feels like the need to get away from that energy. This feels like this is what you need to be with that King of Pentacles. Again, self-sufficient, self-made is referred to as a self-made man. To think clearly and see things for yourself. So for some, this Queen of Swords could be someone who brings you down, to be honest, and that you need to get away from, and get in that King of Pentacles energy and be more self-sufficient and see things clearly for yourself. On the other hand, for some, it could be that the Queen of Swords represents an energy of someone. Oh, the other thing I forgot to say with that Queen of Swords, I said it could be someone that brings you down, but also someone who, I feel like I want to say kind of gets in your head, like can be manipulative and get in your head and put you off and that kind of thing. But moving away from that side, so on the positive side of the Queen of Swords, it can be someone who is able to give you guidance or advice or something that can help you to recognize what your blocks are and how to move out of that. Again, with you, it feels like this King of Pentacles is you stepping into that King of Pentacles energy to see things more clearly. Let me get something for that Five of Cups. I feel like saying, if on the positive side of the Queen of Swords, she can help you to see your shortcomings with the Five of Cups there. Right, Five of Cups. Let's see what we got. Too many. Five of Cups, please. Yeah, to see things clearly, to see, yeah. Anything else? Why so many? I'll take them, but let's have a look. Yeah, she did. Wow, look at all that. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So on the positive side, if it's not someone that's messing with your head and blocking your path, it's someone that can help you to see your shortcomings very, very clearly. So it could be a spiritual advisor even, but any kind of advisor that will help you see what you need to do specifically to move forward, like the work you need to put in, the attitude you need to take, the energy you need to be in, etc. Right, let's move those. So that's like an external influence. Let's look at the Five of Cups, Seven of Wands. For some, as something that you need to be more aware of, it can be recognizing, because I just spoke about the shortcomings, recognizing what are the blocks on your path, because it does feel like something's missing. Like the intentions may have been set, moves may have been made, but I'm getting that start back at one thing again. There may be some blocks here. So that was for the Seven of Wands and Five of Cups. Yeah, that's the past mistakes. It can be about looking at being more aware of past mistakes to move forward. Definitely could be something about relationships here because of this Two of Cups and a couple of other cards came up. There could be something relationships, again, whether non-romantic or romantic. There can be an issue with communication here in terms of what you need to be more aware of and past mistakes. It can relate to communication. It could also relate to the speed at which you move. Like, say if one of the mistakes you've made in past relationships, if it's about relationships for you, is that you've tried to make things move too fast, that might be an issue that needs to be looked at if you've tried to move too fast previously. Let's get one more. Page of Pentacles, take your time. And even if it's not relationships, it can be just in general that you need to be more aware of the speed at which you try to get things to move. I think I said in the beginning that this didn't look quick. It looked like it was something that it's going to take its time, and that whole start back at one thing that keeps coming in. It's, yeah, one step forward, two steps back, and that can happen when we try to rush through things, can't it? Where it's like, nope, you rushed, you fucked up, now you got to go back, to put it like that. And it makes me think of that saying as well, you know, because I haven't made any clothes for years now, actually, but I have been able to make dresses and all sorts of clothes and stuff like that. And there's a saying with people that sew about, and not just sewing, actually, I think building too, measure once, I can't remember the saying, but it's like if you measure properly in the beginning and get things in order in the beginning properly, then there's less likely to be mistakes. So it's gonna run smoothly. But if you try to rush through things, it gets messed up. But I'm getting a distinct vibe of taking your time here. Don't make the past mistake of trying to rush things. What else am I getting from that? I mean, I just said overall that it looks like being really prepared to overcome the past challenges. So that if that is a past challenge of trying to rush things and now needing to take your time, then this is what it is about anyway. Right, let's move on. I'm going to get you a card for potential future energy for this situation. So, as I say, the main thing that came up here was possibly to do with relationships for people. There was a little bit that could indicate work. It's not much more specific than that, other than to say that it looks like you're trying to manifest something new after having things go wrong in the past or end in the past. So let's get you potential future energy for this, please. And as I say, being aware of trying to rush things. I'm going to try that again because that was just chaotic. That didn't come out properly. It's a bit of a slippery deck as well, so that doesn't necessarily help. So what's the potential future energy with this here? Anything. It's trying to slow me down. That's what it's doing. 10 of Wands. Okay, that's the potential future energy. Put you here. And let's get the guidance for you. So where did that go? Right, I feel like it was on the floor in reverse, and I'm going to take it in reverse, the 10 of Cups. I already feel like as guidance, it's saying that you can't rush your happiness. You can't rush your happiness. Right, 10 of Wands. Let's get the clarifiers on that as a potential future energy. Hope you can see them clearly. So 10 of Wands, please. Okay, that stayed, didn't it? It wasn't meant to stay. 6 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. Eight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. I really feel like saying you've got to deal with the past before you can deal with the future. That's something that's coming in strongly. So I guess with the 10 of Wands, that would be past, but yeah, to start back at one, that start back at one thing keeps coming up. I think that might be the title of your reading, actually. We've got the 10 again. 10 of Wands is the end of the it's when you get to the end of the burdens, or you're at the last hurdle or something, and then you go back to the one, the wand, the one wand. So as a future energy, it's like you may have to deal with certain things from the past, or certain blockages or burdens or whatever, before you can move forward, before you can fully manifest what you want to manifest, whether it is relationships or a specific relationship or something else. It's like there's something that's got to be dealt with before things can change. Let me get something for the Wheel of Fortune. King of Wands. And that Winter card, the Watchtower of the North, it's here. Four of Swords. I was going to say it's about resting, isn't it? And rejuvenation. So that may be a big thing. It's like if you're trying to, like as an athlete, if you had an injury and you haven't fully recovered from the injury, and you keep trying to go back to race or whatever you're doing, and it's like, no, you keep on damaging the injury again even more. So you have to keep resting. You're pushing yourself too quickly to recover, and you're making it worse. And it's like, again, one step forward, 2 steps back. Whereas if you just take the time you need to rest and rejuvenate properly, then you'll be ready and in fighting form and properly ready to go ahead and get back to work and do what you need to do. So with the Two of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Four of Swords here, again, that to me indicates needing the need to take time to figure out what's missing, to resolve any past issues, thoughts, whatever, before you can fully manifest what you want to manifest. And again, with that King of Wands energy, looking at the Wheel of Fortune, to me, it's almost like, well, it would be looking at the Wheel of Fortune if he was there. It's almost like wanting to rush or wanting things to happen quicker than they are, and it's like, you can't. You gotta give yourself time to figure things out properly first, or to address whatever needs to be addressed. So even if you have already set intentions, I don't think it's going to be quick. Just looking over the rest of the cards. And even with the Eight of Cups, again, it's like having to address something before you can move forward. That's what it feels like. So you may have the intentions, the ideas, you may have even set intentions, but it's like there's still something, it feels like there's still something unresolved. 37 minutes in. Let me look at the 9. Yours is going to be the longest one. 9 of Wands. Get a couple for the 9 of Wands. Yeah, there's still work to do. There's still something to address before you can move forward. 8 of Cups. Still something to address. There's something hidden here that needs to be addressed with that Death card. Let's see if the guidance tells us anything more. You can't, as I said, you can't rush your happiness. And it will be, obviously, it's general reading, so it's going to be individual for each person, what needs to be addressed or resolved or dealt with before you can make proper progress or movement. So 10 of Cups, please. What's the guidance here for that? Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. 3 of Wands, that's patiently waiting. The Hierophant. And the Devil. That doesn't shock me that the Devil and the Hierophant are together. It's like an old habit or something that you need to learn a lesson from. I'll do one for the Hierophant just for the hell of it. It may simply be that you need to learn to be more patient. That could be one thing. Something about learning from an old story. It could be an old thought pattern. An old way of communicating even comes to mind. Page of Swords is there. It could be communication. But there's definitely something that needs to be learned or addressed here. I'll try that again. Wow, there's a lot of swords there. So it really could be about communication. Yeah, for at least one person, there's a need to learn something in terms of how you communicate with others, or how you respond to others, or how you take information in, and that will help. As I say, there's a need for patience. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is that feeling the desire for something, but the Queen of Pentacles is a patient energy as well. And it probably is more about, even though you have the desire for something to create and manifest something, even if you have put in the effort and set the intentions, you still have to be patient. So overall, I guess the key advice is you can't rush your happiness. You've just got to be patient, and make sure you fully addressed everything from the past and everything that you need to do to bring something together. Let's get final advice from the Unicorns deck. Really, really weird deck, but I actually love the artwork. So what else do we need to know for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising, please? It might also be that you need to learn how to take advice. If you are someone who can be quite stubborn, where you just really want to figure everything out yourself or do everything yourself, it can be that you need to you need to learn how to take advice from others and not try to figure it all out yourself. Final message for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising. We've got not a wave, intensity. It's on the bottom this was on the bottom of the deck already, and it's come up again. Not a snail, calm. That snails are slow, telling you to slow down. This came up for Capricorn energy as well. It's a beautiful, look at the artwork on that. Beautiful artwork on there. I know the camera doesn't do it justice, but it is, trust me. So 21 and 2 and 1, it's a 3, isn't it? So it's a manifestation energy. So 21, I'm looking at 31 then, 21. So it says, the transformation part says, you arrive at a coastal region along your journey and watch the waves crash into the land. The force and power are hypnotizing. The rhythms rock and move you into a meditative state, and in that moment the wave unicorn doth awake. Feel the power and the crash. Ride the waves while they last. You can fly on wings with the wind she brings. The wave unicorn crashes through with a resounding splash and a deafening boom. The meditation says, feel the waves breaking, see them crash, allow the spray to tickle your face as all your senses give in to an intensity and force that is greater than yourself. You are one with this force. Now ride alongside the wave unicorn. The affirmation says, I ride the wave of life with intensity and power. I am a force. The action says, if you are blessed to live along the coast, take a beach day and enjoy the power and sounds of the ocean. If you are landlocked, search for a video or recording of ocean sounds and enjoy the intensity of Mother Nature's music. Mama Ocean is speaking. Listen closely. So that mention of nature, you got the Queen of Pentacles quite a few times, and you did get quite a few Pentacles in general. I feel like it's as much as it's talking about intensity and power. I mean, Leo, you have power, you have intentions here, you got a magic wand here, you got magic here. It's like you have the power to create, but it feels like it's saying that you got to go with the flow of nature as well. Again, not rushing things. I mean, sometimes things will flow quickly naturally, sometimes they'll flow slowly naturally, but you got to go with the flow of nature and the universe and whatever else you believe in. You can't rush it yourself. You have to allow the waves to help you to flow, metaphorically speaking. You got to go with the flow, whether it is intense or not, basically. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Hopefully there was something helpful there for you. So I hope you enjoy your September. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great week. Have a great day. Take care.